There's no need for you or someone you care for to spend a night in jail. Thomas Bail Bonding, located at 601 East Broad Street, right here in Eufaula, understands the heavy stress that arranging bail can cause on the defendant and family. Call Thomas Bail Bonding at 334-687-9550, 24 hours a day, and let us handle the stress. We pride ourselves on keeping the time spent behind bars as brief as possible. Thomas Bail Bonding, 334-687-9550. We're local and ready to help, so call us now.
Good morning, Eufaula. Hey, is everybody ready for a parade today? All right, first thing I want to do, I'm Mark Jernigan with Eufaula Internet Radio, and I want to give a big thank you to all the veterans that are here today. We really do appreciate your service, the sacrifices that you have made, and we also want to thank the family of those who went and gave all. This is a parade to celebrate all our veterans alive and those that have already gone on. We're fixing to have the firing of the cannon. It's going to be done by Sergeant Nichols and Specialist Hart, and that will get the parade underway. We hope everybody enjoys it, and thank you for coming this morning.
Well, that's a good way to kick things off here in Eufaula, Alabama on this Veterans Day, November 11th, 2017. A good crowd here this morning. It's a little windy, but we're ready for a good time and to celebrate the victories of these men have brought to our country today. And let's just all take a moment and just bow your head and say a little prayer for these gentlemen and for all of us, and we're going to get this thing kicked off. Well, it sounds like we're about to get underway now, because I see the Eufaula Police Department, one of their new Ford F-150 pickups leading the parade. So let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy all the festivities of the day.
Finest.
And right behind the Eufaula Police Department is the Eufaula Fire Department. And all these guys do us a great service here in Eufaula and surrounding area. And right behind the Eufaula Fire Department, I see the Eufaula ROTC Color Guard, bearing the flag of the United States. Looking sharp there, girls. We appreciate that. And here is the Eufaula High School Mighty Marching Tiger Band. And I'll tell you what, this thing gets bigger and bigger every year. And these kids do a tremendous job. They got plenty of flag bearers this year. We've got a great little band, and I'm telling you what's the truth. They're the biggest little band in the South. Been that way for years and years. They was that way whenever I was in high school. And right behind them, we start with the World War II veterans. And I know there's a lot of these guys that I know, and a lot of you younger folks may not know them. Earl Reed, World War II veteran, and Justin Reed, the Gulf War, was a U.S. Navy veteran. And now we got Mr. Bob Davis, another World War II veteran. Looking good, looking good. And here's one of my favorite buddies, Mr. Young Johnson, World War II U.S. Marine, and Mike Davis and Cynthia Davis of the U.S. Army. Mr. Billy Bradford. We thank you for your service, sir. World War II, U.S. Army. Next we got Mr. Calvin Edwards. Being chauffeured around in a big old white Cadillac. Nice looking vehicle, older model. And Mr. Wallace Long, my good time long friend buddy, and one of my true heroes of World War II. Mr. Elkin Carter. Mr. Carter has been a long-time friend and a great service to this community, and we thank you, Mr. Elkin.
Clarence Diggs.
Mr. Clarence Diggs and Mr. Jack Tibbs, our mayor, chauffeuring him around. And here's Mr. James Lowe. He is a Korean and Vietnam veteran. One of those two-timers is what I call them. And next we got Mr. Hank Bryan, World War II veteran. Great service to our community. He's getting a little age on him, but Mr. Hank, you're a good fella, and we certainly appreciate all you've done for the city of Eufaula and our country. Lucius Fields, World War II veteran. A fine old gentleman, and I'm telling you what, Mr. Lucius, we appreciate you too. And here we start with the forgotten soldiers of the Korean conflict. Mr. Frank Mixon's the first one leading the charge. Good friend of mine. Mr. Harry Eford. A great gentleman, served with him in the Army National Guard right here in Eufaula, and I certainly am honored to be able to recognize him today. And here's a true hero of the day, Sergeant Ken Savage and Miss Shelby Jernigan, our own superhero for Eufaula, Alabama. She's a courageous warrior, folks. We got a couple of motorcycles here. It's really looking sharp. We're glad all these guys turned out today. And here's Representative Barry Fort. Barry's been around forever, and we appreciate his service. And here is, we love our veterans on this fire truck, Mr. Tom Jones. I see him. Everybody else got their back to me. I can't recognize them from the back, but we appreciate your service, fellas. And we got some young folks here. Girl Scouts.
Your local Walmart store says thank you to our veterans. We serve this area with associates who live and work here. We remind you that your local Walmart store is here to serve you during the Thanksgiving and Christmas season.
We honor them girls too, troop number 711. And now we got the Main Street urgent care folks. Anybody needs some urgent care right quick, these folks will get you taken care of. We got Mr. John Page here, United States Army. And the VFW Ladies Auxiliary, post number 5850, Eufaula, Alabama. These ladies do us a good job year in and year out. They stand by their men, so to speak. Mr. George Cleaning, World War II veteran, U.S. Army. And we got another color guard coming by now. The VFW, Auxiliary Post 5850. All these good gentlemen showing their pride on here. I see a lot of folks I know on there. Who is this? There's somebody. Coast Guard. Here comes the U.S. Coast Guard coming by. They always show us, and I did miss a couple. The Lewis chapter of the DAR just passed by me, and also the Eufaula Boys and Girls Club. So we kind of mixed up a little bit. We're going to be all right, as long as everybody gets to see who all's here. The 1103rd Alabama National Guard unit, my old unit, and we like to honor all these boys too, because a lot of them's been overseas. Got some military vehicles coming by here now, some long guns, some big trucks, a Humvee. I'm glad they didn't shoot that thing off to start this parade. We would be, all of our ears would be ringing. And all these vehicles are from our own 1103rd unit, National Guard unit, right here in Eufaula, Alabama. quite a bit of difference in those trucks and the old Deuce and a Hash we used to have to ride in. These pretty nice trucks. And now we have the NAACP pick up some of the fine officers on there. And gentlemen, we thank you for your service too. The Army, Navy, National Guard just wheeling on by. Looking good, fellas. Y'all looking good. Keep up the good work. Pittsview Volunteer Fire Department. Hey, we're glad to have some folks from out of town down here celebrating with us, happening. Hey, Pittsview bought the whole fire department with them and their young people. Help us celebrate. Now we got some more Vietnam War veterans. DAV Chapter 40, their float. See a lot of my friends sitting on there too. The Gulf War veterans. How about it, gentlemen? Ladies, good work, good work. And we got the Barber County Management Area Youth Hunt, a great organization. Take up a lot of time with our young people. We appreciate them too. Y'all get a chance, anybody associated with these things, y'all don't hesitate to congratulate them and thank them. And now we got the Alligator Car Club. Good old cars here, antique cars, beautifully restored, a lot of them. And we got our first motorcycle club coming by. I tell you what, these guys nowadays, they do love their motorcycles, let me tell you. And this is the Iron Order Motorcycle Club of Alabama. Good to see you fellas. Now here comes my favorite. The Buffalo Soldiers, Eufaula, Alabama, led by Mr. James Thomas. And this is Thomas Bell Bonding, who helped sponsor. Thomas Bell Bonding helped sponsor this parade, live stream on Facebook, and also our local Walmart store is part of it. So whenever you go see one of these fine places, you stop and tell them how much we appreciate it, okay? And now we got Mr. Tom Simma, who was a POW for 7 years, that's with us today, and we're so proud to have him here. This is Leo Club Walkers. And now we have a riders club coming by, horseback riders. Let me tell you, they got these young horses fixed up for this parade. Yes, sir. Good job, ladies. We appreciate that.
There's no need for you or someone you care for to spend a night in jail. Thomas Bail Bonding, located at 601 East Broad Street, right here in Eufaula, understands the heavy stress that arranging bail can cause on the defendant and family. Call Thomas Bail Bonding at 334-687-9550, 24 hours a day, and let us handle the stress. We pride ourselves on keeping the time spent behind bars as brief as possible. Thomas Bail Bonding, 334-687-9550. We're local and ready to help, so call us now.